Just because something is digital doesn't mean that it has no value. In fact, some of the most valuable things in the world today are all digital. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gen Z BTC. It's me, Satoshi Guapamoto. And in today's video, we're going over a brand new episode of FUD Fridays, Fear, Uncertainty, and Doubt Fridays, all right, where we go over some of the misconceptions and negative talking points about Bitcoin, debunking them so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable in understanding your Bitcoin journey. So in this one, we're doing a very easy one, which is Bitcoin has no value because it's digital, right? Bitcoin's not real. It's all imaginary. It's fake internet money. But this is a very easy talking point to refute because these people most likely said it to you over the internet, which is not real. The internet is not real, as in it's just not tangible. It exists in a different plane, right? We exist in a physical plane, a three-dimensional plane. Some might call it a four-dimensional plane because time is a dimension, right? But the internet, right? Digital assets exist in a different plane of existence, right? We cannot touch them, okay? We can't really see them. We see an abstraction of what the internet is, okay? And that's all there is to it. Does the internet have no value because you can't physically touch it? No, that's really stupid. If you could own the internet, if you were the CEO of the internet, right, like it was a company, you'd obviously be the richest person on earth because all the other companies in the world would be built on top of it. All right. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, these are all extremely valuable. The Google search engine, right? These are extremely, extremely valuable. But there are some tangible things that are loosely tied to all of those, right? So even though Google is a digital search engine, right, it's tied to the physical world because there are servers, right? There are transformers that bring electricity and power to the facility in order to run some of the Google servers, some of the cloud servers for Google, right? So that's a way that we link the digital world with the physical world. The way that we link Bitcoin from the digital world to the physical world is through Bitcoin mining. Because Bitcoin miners are these rigs, they're these little computer looking machines that are hooked up and they use a lot of electricity in order to try to mine blocks, which then validate transactions on the Bitcoin network. So we tie the Bitcoin network, which is a digital network, to the physical world by using electricity and mining rigs, right? And by using Bitcoin nodes. All right, Bitcoin nodes are the things that enforce the rules of Bitcoin, right? So that the blocks that the Bitcoin miners are mining match up with the rules that the Bitcoin nodes are putting out there, right? The transactions that the Bitcoin nodes are putting out there, right? So that's pretty much how we connect the physical world with the digital world. But just because something is digital doesn't mean that it has no value, all right? Like your phone partially has value because of what it's able to do, right? It has a certain processor, it has a battery inside of it, it has a screen, but a lot of the value for the individual is actually held digitally inside the phone. If all of your stuff on your phone got deleted and it was a fresh phone, it would not be very valuable to you. You'd be pissed off. Okay, if there was no way to get all your stuff back, you'd be really pissed. All your photos would be gone, right? Everything you backed up onto the cloud, again, that's digital. What if all that was gone? You'd be really mad. Okay, yeah, you'd still be a little bit happy because you have the hardware and the hardware is very powerful. It's a supercomputer. But all the information on the supercomputer being gone means that you just have a shiny rectangle, okay? You have to start over from scratch. You have to rebuild everything that you built on the phone. All the digital value, which was the main value of the phone, is now gone for you. That's not good, all right? Even when you look at your bank, most of your value in your bank is literally digital. That's why you can open your bank account on an app and then look at it and then see your digital money in a digital app for your digital bank account. Yes, it's tied to the physical world because you can go to the bank account, you can go to the bank and be like, hey, I would like to withdraw, right? Which, by the way, they're going to question you. What do you need your money for? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, like we live in a digital world. This is the 21st century. Digital assets are the future. Okay, digital commodities are the future. The digital economy is the future. AI is the future. Like, are you going to be one of those people who, when Microsoft and Apple were on the come up and the internet was on the come up? Are you going to be one of those people that's like, oh, it's just a fad. It's never going to work. It's just a joke. Or are you going to see where the future's going and then go there before everyone else gets there? Because that's how you make money. That's how you get rich. That's how you get ahead of all the normies, because they don't see it. Every time there's a paradigm shift, they don't see it coming. The normies did not see the car coming. Even when the first car was made and they showed how the car worked, like when Henry Ford showed how the engine worked to make the car work, they didn't understand what was happening. It's just like a joke or like a fad or like a little science experiment. I don't know what that is. That's garbage. That can't be better than horses. Like, is it not obvious to you? Oh, the internet. Oh, that can't be better than me mailing a letter. Is it not obvious to you? Oh, Bitcoin, digital money. Well, that can't be better than my paper dollars that the Federal Reserve can just print out of thin air. Is it not obvious to you? So that's my quick little rebuttal. Don't let anyone try to tell you that just because something's digital, that it's not real. It's very much real. All right. And if all the digital things in our lives went away, we would have a lot of chaos and the destruction of our globalized society, because everything's interconnected. All right. And all that went away. Okay. All of that fake value, because it's digital, went away. Then you would have a really, really, really bad time. So thank goodness for digital assets, right? Thank goodness for the digital economy, the 21st century, the interconnected economy, right? Are you going to be a person who has a big stake in that digital economy? Are you going to be a massive shareholder of that digital economy? Or are you going to be on the sidelines until eventually you're forced into that digital economy? The same way everyone today is pretty much forced to have a car. They're forced to have an email address. They're forced to have a smartphone. It's not that they're actually forced. No one's putting to your head. But if you don't have it, you're probably way behind all the people who do have that stuff. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a brand new episode of FUD Friday and of Gen Z BTC. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who might also enjoy it, right? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Stack sats or die trying.